This is Orientation Lesson 20, Lesson 3 in the Healthy Foundations course. The title is What About Diet? Well, what should we be eating? This is not a diet to trim weight off of you, although that does happen to be a side effect of eating correctly. But it's more as diet meaning your eating style, your lifestyle, as far as food is concerned. We've already talked about the word of wisdom. We've talked about organic, not to do GMO foods, and so forth. But specifically, what should you be eating? Well, it helps if you know the acronym ROY GBIV. It is the colors of the rainbow. And if you know the colors of the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, you know what you should be eating as far as fruits and vegetables are concerned, because you should be eating a rainbow. The reason for that is that the colors stand for different nutrients. And we will get all the nutrients we need, all the trace elements we need even, if we will have an assortment of colors in the fruits and vegetables that we eat. So that's a big thing. When you plan your meals, Mom, please plan for a rainbow of colors throughout your days and your week. Make sure you get every color in every week. It's important. Also, the nutritionists and dietitians and so forth are telling us to emphasize plant-based, which goes right along with the word of wisdom, plant-based, very little meat again. But what they're telling us are two groups of vegetables: the cruciferous, which are the broccoli, the cauliflower, the cabbage, the Brussels sprouts, the kale. These are vegetables which have been shown to be very, very good in a disease-fighting capacity and in a nutritive capacity. Now, what makes a good disease-fighting food? Well, a good disease-fighting food helps to nourish and build up the immune system, and that's what these foods do. The other group are the leafy greens, again including the kale, spinach, collard greens, anything in the dark leafy green area. Find out what these foods are. Google dark leafy green vegetables, for heaven's sakes, and include them in your diet. If you find that you or your students are having a hard time including the dark leafy greens, sometimes it's recommended that you have a big salad as one of your meals during the day, and that is certainly a very good idea. I like to incorporate that myself in the day, is to have a big salad, and you can use your dark leafy greens in your salad. But if you're finding that you are having a problem with your children eating the dark leafy greens, I would suggest that you do green smoothies. You add a half a banana to a smoothie in which you've put 8 to 10 ounces of water. You add half an apple in addition to the banana, or an orange, or a third to a half cup of berries, something of that nature, and then a compacted cup of dark leafy greens. And you will find that if you especially use the organic, and you use them well quickly after you've brought them home from the grocery, that your children will eat their leafy greens if they are mixed with fruit. And after all, you're just getting your colors in, right? So what is really important, though, is if you can grow your own, do it. Particularly too, sprouting is an important part. That the sprouts are so packed with nutrients, it's not funny. So if you can teach your kids how to sprout, it's part of our curriculum in the domestic arts area, and also in the health courses. Learn how to sprout also, because that's another area where you can get very nutritious greens. Well, that's this lesson, lesson 3 of the Healthy Foundations course.